With the temperature rising and the grass starting to grow, winter is past. But today we have to talk about how you can still enjoy some snow this spring season, as well as getting to know a little more about our town of Warwick. Don't go away. You don't want to miss this spring edition in the Valley. Welcome to the March edition of In the Valley. I'm Kim Corkum. I'm filling in for Stephanie Keegan. With the spring season here, snow is starting to be seen less and less. With Mount Peter's winter season coming to an end, you can still enjoy the snow for a little while longer. But have you ever thought about helping others find their love for the snow?
The arrival of winter allows for new hobbies to come, sports to enjoy, and new work opportunities to occur. Mount Peter welcomes all these activities at their incredible mountain, and people local to the area take advantage of everything they have to offer.
At Mount Peter, I work as a ski instructor. My winters became more enjoyable because I had something to look forward to. My favorite part of my job is meeting new people and teaching people new things.
William Room, a current instructor at Mount Peter, has learned many new things from his job. Winters are no longer endless, and teaching people to ski is a gift. There are many places on the mountain to work, and in every area of work, new experiences are made.
The part that I work for is customer service, and last season I worked as an instructor, but due to injury, now I'm in customer service. My favorite part of my job is working with people, and basically my job at customer service is to solve problems, so that's sometimes can be interesting and sometimes not so fun, but I've also become really close friends with some of my co-workers, and then ski instructing, I really enjoyed teaching little kids. That was really fun.
Whether you are working in customer service or teaching people a new pastime, skills like problem solving and making new friends are very valuable. Not only does it help you learn new skills, but your winters will fly by filled with many new experiences. For WVTV, this is Ava Room signing off.
The Mount Peter winter season's ending sometime around March 23rd. It won't restart until mid-December. If you want to become a ski or snowboard instructor, contact Mount Peter and get an application for the fall season. Though winter may come and go, one place that is sure to stick around is the town for what it's known timeless appeal, our very own village of Warwick.
Warwick, New York is not a small village. Officially named in 1788, Warwick has been home to families for many generations, with activities for everyone to enjoy and a town that has everything you need. It's not a question that many have stayed. To get more information, we've talked to Michael Newhard, Warwick's mayor.
Well, I love my position as mayor. As I said, I've been doing it quite some time, but it has changed over time. What I love is the constant interaction with the public and making improvements in our community.
With Warwick always improving and the community always happy, there's no reason not to live in Warwick. This is Joey Jockle signing off for WVTV.
Warwick at its core is a place like no other. With all of its trendy shops, it's opened up an amazing place to come, connect, relax, and enjoy. When we come back, we are going to have a chat with one of those trendy shops with a Soho vibe. In the Valley, we'll be back in a minute.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive.
Welcome back to In the Valley. Joining me here today is Cecilia Cantelmo from Be Free.
How are you?
Good.
It's so great to be here.
Glad you're here. So you're the owner of Be Free,
Correct.
Located at the Masonic Building on 17 Main Street in Warwick.
Correct.
There's something for everybody there.
There really is.
And so what is your strategy for buying and keeping Warwick in the latest fashions?
Well, it's tough, you know, being on Main Street in Warwick, this iconic town with all the tourists from everywhere. So of course I have my locals, you know, my clientele. But when you're dealing with tourists from everywhere, you never know who's walking through the door. It's kind of hard to have a strategy. So when I get interviewed by a designer or a brand to see if, you know, we're worthy to carry that brand, they often ask, well, you know, what's your client? What's your demographic? Who's your customer? And I kind of laugh. I'm like, well, it's everyone from everywhere, because, you know, as people walk in, if I don't recognize them as one of our regulars, so where are you visiting from? And to hear some of the places that they're coming from, international even. Oh. And it's so impressive. So I love listening to them as they shop and getting their feedback. And it's amazing, and they're always impressed with how large the store is, and so are my showrooms. When they come to me to visit, they're just so blown away by the building and the size and Main Street in general, and they're like, you're like a boutique department store. And I'm like, I really am. I have like a shoe department, and, you know, our free people department, and a little bit everything, you know, for everyone. So you can get all your needs, your shoes, your bag, your jacket, you know, everything you need, a gift for someone. But as far as a strategy, I use my travels when I go to showrooms, or even if I'm on vacation. I sit with my matcha and I observe. I'm such an observant person. I always look to see what everyone's wearing, how they're wearing it. So I monitor like the street style, especially in Soho, you know, with all the influencers. It's just, they're everywhere. And they usually have the pulse of what's coming up, what's next in trends. And I love to watch that, and I could see what's trending, but what's about to. And that helps me with my buy, and, you know, to bring in pieces that people are just, you know, so impressed to see, like, oh, I just saw that. You know, someone had that on Instagram, and, you know, now it's a thing. So, you know, as well as timeless fashion, just those classic timeless pieces. So that's pretty much my strategy, to just observe and see what's happening.
Yeah, your social media is amazing. I know.
Thank you.
Well, I just bought a dress from there because I saw it on social media. I fell in love, had to have it.
That's great. That's great. We work hard on it.
So what drew you into Warwick?
So what drew me into Warwick was, I mean, in my opinion, it's the most beautiful place, I think, in the Hudson Valley. To live, to work, I mean, what a dream, you know, to be able to live and work in the town you live in. But I feel like our small businesses on Main Street are like the pulse of the community, in the spirit of our amazing town, and to be a part of that, and, you know, bring character and charm to Main Street. I wanted to fill a niche there, and bring people, you know, fashion from around the world, but also iconic brands like Free People, and have a place there in that beautiful building in this beautiful area.
Yeah, it's a great location.
It really is.
So this October was the first Witches' Night. In November was the Shop Local event that you held in the Village. And you know, what other given way are we going to see? Other shopping events? What else do we hope to see grow from these events?
So like you said, Witches' Night Out was amazing. I mean, you were there. It was great. At one point, I had to pinch myself to look out on the street and see hundreds of women wearing witches' hats, and the costumes and everything, you know, we put together, and the collaboration of all the merchants, you know, how we all came together for that one really great event, and to bring everyone in town. So what I see with these events are more of that, you know. We've always had Home for the Holidays, and now we enhanced it this year with Support Your Local Everything as part of, you know, that's a month-long event. And we had these amazing tote bags made, and people loved that it was a give back, you know, and purchase a tote bag, and the proceeds go to the local food pantry, the Warwick Ecumenical Food Pantry, we got to go visit there and bring them the check and talk with them, and it really touched my heart. So excited to do it again this year. That's a really great event. You know, we're changing up the color for the bag this year. Okay. And inside the bag are beautiful offers from all the merchants, and that'll be the Sunday before Thanksgiving where that takes place, where we start to use those. And, you know, everything that follows. There's more events. There's the sidewalk sale in July, which is more of a collaboration. It's not just a sidewalk sale. It is a street fair almost, with vendors, and again, a collaboration of all the merchants, you know, having a really fun sale, and the vendors make it almost festival-ish, and, you know, the locals really love that one, but it's the tourists as well. So That's a great one. Galentine's. I just feel like making these a tradition. I want to see people mark their calendars for our events.
Well, we already know people are marking their calendars
Yeah.
for the Witches event
Yes.
coming up in October again, because it was so much fun.
Yes.
You are doing a charity fashion show for St. Anthony's Hospital.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little about what inspired you to do that?
Well, that bringing community together to help the community is always been a passion. So we did it last year. We had our first annual. It was a huge success. We sold out. So I decided right in the middle of that, like, yeah, this is a thing. We're going to keep doing this. This year, I'm honored, beyond honored, to be. I have goosebumps. Raising money for St. Anthony's Health Foundation, and Women's Health Initiative. They're looking to purchase some high tech, for diagnostic capabilities. 3D MRI, which it's just a passion of mine. Women's health, and so it was a no-brainer. Yes, I'll do it. Let's do it. And a night out, entertainment with fashion, great dining. It's going to be held at the Stagecoach Inn, and great prizes. The community has really come together. I mean, our biggest prize, I'm going to really plug this fashion show, is $2,000, this prize.
Wow.
Showing the generosity. So that's, so you have entertainment, great prizes, great food, the fashion, Mother's Day themed.
Right.
And that's what inspires me, the giving back and how happy people are to give back.
Yeah.
And they tell you that. They thank you for doing this because they and have fun doing it.
That's one thing that this
Yeah.
community has always been so giving, and when they see somebody willing to step up and take on an event like that, everybody
Yes.
wants to join and be a part. So
Yes.
that's incredible. That I believe you said is April 25th.
April 25th. Actually, thank
yes,
you.
you're
It's
welcome.
April 25th. Please, the Chamber of Commerce website, my website, shopbefree.com. The Stagecoach, it all has details. You can buy the tickets right on mine on the Stagecoach. All the details on how to get tickets. They're also available on Eventbrite. So yes, please buy tickets and come on out.
Yeah, come out and see us. So you are incredibly community-minded and business building-minded. Can you tell us how Warwick has helped driven that?
Well, the potential in Warwick is incredible. It drives me to keep up with the growing needs of the community and keep them stimulated and fulfilled. It's a beautiful place to live and own a business. It's, our Main Street, our parks, everyone talks about the wineries. No, in my travels, when I mention Warwick, people have heard of it. They've heard, you'd be surprised. I mean, I was on the Bourbon Trail in Ohio. I had a showroom, and my son lives out there, and when I told the showroom where the Bourbon Trail there, knew about Warwick and our wineries and everything we have, our sports complex, it's really well known here now, and it just, to be a part of that and, bring something more to the community and the charm of this town is really what did it.
It's really quite amazing how Warwick has become like a destination spot
100%.
for a weekend, or you know
Yes.
what I mean, just between all the shops and the restaurants and the wineries and the breweries. We've really become such a destination.
We
between
really are.
Greenwood Lake and Vernon with the ski, so it is quite
The whole area,
yeah.
and I feel like we're the hub, you know?
Oh, Main Street is absolutely the hub. So where do you want to see Main Street in 5 years, Celia?
Oh my gosh. I've thought about this often, because I don't just think for today. When you're a planner, when you have a business, you have your plan, and I see Main Street as the heart of Warwick. It really, like I said, it's the pulse of the community. I see it as a travel destination with our historic structures, and chic shopping. The variety of restaurants and cafes and the outdoor cafes, a real destination that people, that the locals feel blessed to live close by Main Street, where they could walk, grab a coffee, a glass of wine, walk their dog, go grab a bite, and then walk home. It's so desirable. And I feel for the tourists and our visitors and our nearby, they just want to come back time again, because every time they come, especially with our shopping events and our it's always different. It's never the same. And our shop owners help with that. The way we change it up, even just to stroll and look in the windows, it's always different. I get told that every time at Be Free. Every time I come in here, it looks different.
Yeah. Well, one of the things too I noticed is that like we talk about Main Street, but we've really actually already grown out of Main Street in the village. We now have Railroad Ave that has amazing stores. West Street is now becoming having an extension of amazing stores.
Main Street is a term, Main Street USA, and it is a huge street. But yes, we've grown. You could do a whole loop.
Yeah, we've made a great circle around Main Street.
And it's for dogs, kids. There's parks. There's green space. And again, you could the whole town, so much to offer. It truly is a destination.
Yeah, and we've actually even become quite dog friendly in Warwick now too, right?
I love that.
So happy to have talked with you today, Celia.
Thank you.
You're quite a mover and a shaker. We really appreciate you taking the time to come and sit down and talk with us.
Thank you for having me.
So we look forward to the next thing that you're going to be doing.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Welcome back to In the Valley. Hope you enjoyed your break because we're going to take you on a trip just beyond Main Street. In today's high-speed internet world, there is still no better feeling than cracking open a good book. One business in Warwick agrees and wants to share that feeling with all of Warwick. Let's take a look.
What do romantic comedy, thriller, high fantasy, and Latin American mystery all have in common? They can all be found in the Book Nook. Tucked away on Ronald Reagan Boulevard, Book & Nook is a cozy, locally owned bookstore that focuses on having a wide variety of books available, as well as collectibles, local goods, and more. They also have several community events, including guest talks from authors, poetry workshops, and more. The owner of the bookstore, Candice Rivera, believes that having such a wide variety of events is vitally important to the shop's success.
I get to bring in local authors, well-known authors, and be able to bring those authors into the community to not only connect them to their readers, but also new readers that had no idea about their work. And that's really rewarding to me to see someone get excited about a book, see them get excited about, an author that maybe they've been following for a while, or maybe an author they just discovered.
Some of the authors that are involved with the Book & Nook are actually local authors, and almost anyone, reporters included, can enjoy seeing local authors thrive. The purpose of the store goes beyond books, though. As a Hispanic woman, Rivera's mission is to increase the variety of experiences that are portrayed in the books in her store. She believes that having a place where people can come and see the variety of people's experiences, cultures, and lives is essential.
I had already gone into this with the mission of wanting everyone to feel represented on our bookshelves. So when you look at a book, I want, no matter what your identity is, your sexual orientation, your ethnicity, nationality, I want everyone to feel represented.
Even in today's digital world, there is no feeling like cracking open a good book and turning a new page. And the Book & Nook is certainly helping that feeling thrive. For WVTV, I'm Astrid Kelly.
The Book & Nook has over 2,000 books for sale, so stop by for a good read. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today. I've been your host, Kim Corkum. I've enjoyed today's episode, and will join us again for the future edition of In the Valley.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.